We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
It's down in the den, so go tell a friend. The best podcast on earth's about to begin. We got jokes and news and movie reviews. After Dark NC-17 with the crew. Interviews with the best artists around. So like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now.
Welcome to Down in the Den After Dark. It's the After Dark crew. It's your boy Mars, the Short Man, and King Petty. We'll more than likely be joined by Big Al and Big Will a little bit later, but it is the Christmas episode. Merry motherfucking Christmas to everyone out there that's
Merry
celebrating
ho-ho-hos. I got my voice back. The gift that keeps on giving, bitch.
So if y'all out there with a special someone, y'all want to open your gifts and have some fun and laughs, this is the episode for y'all. So Merry Christmas to everybody who celebrates, and Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all that good shit. So anyway, we're going to start.
These nut sacks.
We're going to start this thing off right as we do every episode with our advice of choice. So I'm going to start with the man at the bottom. I see him opening the fine wine. You got a stem glass, or do you got the regular glass?
I got the regular.
You got to have
with some peaches and pineapples. It's some. I got some Moscato, mixing some peaches and pineapples. So, yeah, that's my shit. I also got what else I got? I got my Tropicana cookies. You know, got that rolled up. So I'm good. I'm good right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Short man, what's your advice of choice tonight?
Well, you know, since I couldn't really do anything the last time, and it's been a while, and it's Christmas, and I'm opening up gifts because I'm going to give a gift, hopefully. So I got a little maker's mark in my new Total Wines glass. And, you know, I love their lemonade. So they got a Simply Spiked lemonade. This is the blueberry flavor that I got right now. So got a little mixture, and I got a little 24-pack in the refrigerator. So it's going to get popping this year.
Yes, sir. And everybody knows I'm not a big drinker, so I'm trying to consistent with the high noon watermelon vodka. And I got me a nice little gelato 33 rolled up, ready to go. One of my favorite strains, so trying to get it in, man. So let's first begin every episode. We got a couple of different topics that we're going to be talking about. But before we get into the topics, man, open talk. What the hell's been going on, everybody? Let's start with you, Short Man.
Man, you know, shit, I'm getting got better. You know what I mean? Grinding it out. Still trying to get ready and writing everything up for the show. You know what I'm saying? Shit talking with Short Man is coming. You know what I'm saying? We're working on that right now.
Have we settled on that name? Are we? Because I'm still a big fan of
All punishment is still harder.
It's hard, man. It's hard, man.
Yeah, we're gonna see by the time.
And it goes on March. On merch. Shit talking to Short.
Yeah.
You know, you got to think about that.
We'll think of either one. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might even just do a segment, Shit Talking with Short Man. But I know, like I said, like we talked about, the first actual episode will be in Las Vegas. So if it's any den mates that are in Las Vegas and want to come get down with me on my first episode, please hit up Mars. I will probably end up having an email that somebody can contact me on just for like booking purposes. It's coming. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing, man, grinding, you know.
Yes, sir. Like I said, we have a whole plan of just filming a bunch of content out there. So if you are in the Vegas area, if you're going to be out there the week of September 18th, 2023, if you want to meet your man, Short Man, if you want to meet King Petty, the rest of the STP After Dark crew, of course, yours truly, Mars, going to have a lot of fun. You could be on the show. You can chill with us, maybe smoke with us. With that cool. We're going to have some surprise guests performing there. So it's going to be big. And you know what? I might even do a giveaway. I might even fly someone out, maybe. Who knows? We'll see, you know. Maybe if you buy some merch, we'll pull up a random winner. I don't know. More details to come as we plan this thing out, but it's going to be a big event.
And there's certain shit that I'm already getting done. Like, I'm telling the fellas certain things of where we're going to be at. But weekly, I've been changing things. So the stuff that they think is where we're going to be at, we're not going to probably be at by the time that time comes. Now, we're going to be on the strip. now, but when the time comes, we might be in a whole new location because I'm working with some things and I'm talking to some people. We might be in a whole area. In September, the weather is good. That means the water is good, and we might need more space. So, den mates, really, come on out. You know what I'm saying? Contact us. We're going to get some things going. We're going to have a good time.
It's going to be a blast. We're going to have them NDAs available. What goes on the Vegas stage. So I'll have those printed up for everyone. So if you want to be on camera, you're going to have to sign some paperwork. That's going to be a blast. Headed down to King Petty, man. What's been going on? Open talk. What's been chilling?
Okay, so I've been just working, keeping to myself. About to start recording again. Shit, we haven't done Power Petty in like a week, maybe a week and a half. Issues, but that's just like a little straight. So it's gonna be like a one-man show for the next 3 weeks. Just gonna be me and maybe a guest. So been doing that, and Quay's on hiatus right now. So we just been cooking up some shit, and then I'm still working on this Big Six. And Dredd wants to be on the show and talk about the Nas shit too. He wants to do like to a point. We're gonna have to do an episode where we all gonna talk about music, like different generations and shit, just to do the shit. He wants to do that. So when he got some time off, he wants to do that. He wants to like literally. Maybe we can do that shit out there, or we do that shit, before. But yeah, he wants to get into that music shit and have a big discussion about like the top 5s and top 10s and shit.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Well, we could definitely make that happen. And we do have an announcement. The D.E.N album is almost complete. I can't wait for you guys to hear this. Right now, I'm narrowing down tracks and getting the final mix in. If you've watched on the Mars Entertainment YouTube channels, I've released a few, I think 5 or 6 freestyles to give you guys just a taste of the type of things. So right now, we're just getting the paperwork finished up for the features to make sure everything's legit, to get the final on these beats and make sure that we got all that licensing, and then final mix and master. So we're looking at first quarter of 2023. The name of the album is called Dreams and Nightmares, obviously an acronym for D.E.N. It's my first, probably my only album. I'm not even rapping on most of the tracks. It's more of like a Dr. Dre, DJ Khaled thing where I'm just curating, but we're going to have some great artists up there that I think you guys are going to love. It'll be available on Even Biz, so you can pay what you want. It's pay what you want. You can pay as little as $1. You can pay as much as you want for the album, and you'll get that download to you. And then we're going to release it on the streaming platforms later in the year. But we're partnering with Even Biz, great company. They've done work with Russell, French Montana, and I think they're the wave of the way music distribution is going to be in the future. So I'm happy to announce that. And for me, we're doing the mid-season finale next Wednesday of Down in the Den. We are doing top 10 albums of the year. So maybe we'll have some After Dark crew stop by on that episode. I might even live stream it. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I'll nail that down by Tuesday. But that last episode, we're going to break down our top 10 albums of the year of 2022. It's been a good year for music, good year for entertainment. And so, yeah, that's all I got going on. That's all I got going on.
Can I plug something real quick, man? I'm a bad parent. You know what I'm saying? Recently, my oldest son just turned 24, and he just put out some new music. So he's popping it off. So he's on every streaming platform, Spotify, YouTube, what's that? Apple Music, all of that shit. So if you want, you said that again?
Title,
Toodle, Tito, all that shit. Jermaine Jackson's website, all that shit. But his name is The Real Tomorrow, and it is spelled TheRealTMRRW. You look him up, check out his music, man. And I'm not even saying it's just because he came from my balls, because if he sucked, I'd tell you he sucked, and I wouldn't even be promoting him. But check him out. You know what I'm saying? He just had a show like right before Christmas. I said about 2 days ago. He's got some more stuff coming in New Year. Check him out. Check his YouTube page out. I think he has Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and fucking TikTok and all that shit. And he does booking, so get him. You know what I'm saying? He might be in Vegas for a day or so. You know, he might perform for the old man for his birthday. So, you know, just want to show some love real quick.
So, Demates, if you guys are watching, if you're just an After Dark fan, or if you're just a Down in the Den fan, or if you're a Politics as Usual fan, or if you're an Unnamed Comic Book fan, or if you're a Pop with Petty fan, if you're a fan of any of the content that's in the Mars Entertainment, Mars Media, Ill Vision Entertainment family, go support that man real tomorrow, man. Maybe we'll get him on the show, man, on the Down in the Den actual show. Because we love that's what we do. We show love to all the new artists. Also, shout out to my little sis, my little niece, Grace Sorensen. She just released her single "Digits" D-I-G-I-T-S music video on YouTube right now. The song is fire. She's the next one up, man. She is the next one up. She's super dope. So shout out to Grace Sorensen. So now that we got these plugs out the way, our first topic, we talk. We always say STP gang, but we're no longer a gang. There's too much RICO going on. So it's no longer STP gang. We're STP community activists. So moving forward, you won't hear gang coming out of my mouth. Sauce Walker and his crew just got snatched up. It's real out there, but maybe we'll talk about that in a later episode of New Year. People are getting out on this YSL. They're copping pleas.
Yeah, man.
Copping pleas. They pushing. They snitching.
Most notably Gunna. Now, there's a lot of back and forth. Obviously, in the hip hop community, snitching is a no-no, even though it seems like it's happening more and more. And there's different sides of opinions, so that's what we're going to talk about first. Short man, did Gunna snitch? In your opinion, did he snitch?
Bro, I'm a street dude, man. A retired street dude. I don't think that man snitched because you would see the paperwork. Honestly, you can pull up all of his paperwork. He did not snitch. Now, if they asked him a question, but the question that was asked, it was already put out there for everybody. Yeah. Everything was established of, where you guys a gang? Where is this? This. He just said yes to everything that was already put out there. He didn't say, oh, this person did this person did that. So that's not snitching. It was already public reference for everything that was out there. So no, I don't know. Now, he's not a 6'9" who was given information just nobody knew about. That's a snitch. You know what I'm saying? The niggas that be sitting in the jail, so you see on the first 48, getting cigarettes and motherfucking chicken sandwiches.
With their dogs in their sleeves, they all
Doritos and shit.
Yeah, them is snitches.
The cigarettes.
When they start crying, no, I don't know. That dude didn't snitch. You know what I'm saying? It's probably some people in that crew that, start snitching that really couldn't handle the fire, but I don't think that man did that. And I won't call him no snitch.
I mean, kinda and kinda not. I mean, shoot, he took a plea deal. I mean, he's the first out of the whole entire thing to take a plea deal. I mean, so a lot of people are assuming he snitched. But and plus, there's the court. The video is like he said. He was like, yes, no. I mean, like Short Man said, it's already public record. But I mean, in the hip hop community, they gonna bury him. They gonna bury him to the court, bro. They gonna consider it snitching.
The hip hop community, and I love the hip hop. I love hip hop to the core. But we are the worst community that do not support each other at fucking all. The hip hop community is here today, gone tomorrow. The motherfucker might fart wrong way, and we going bad. No, the hip hop community, we got to get it together.
We could talk about it. So, for those who don't know and don't have any legal experience, I've worked with attorneys for 20 years of my career in my 9-to-5 square business life. I know a little bit about law. What Gunna took was called an Alfred plea. The Alfred plea is saying that you got enough evidence to convict me, but I am not admitting guilt, nor am I saying anyone else is at fault. So that's what he took. It's called an Alfred plea. So even by definition, it's not snitching. Unfortunately, this whole stop snitching, not snitching, backwards hip hop code, which you're an entertainer. Once you go and start selling records for a living, you're an entertainer. That street code does not apply to you anymore. So people need to stop that.
Unless you have 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out.
And that's the problem. A lot of them end up getting distorted because they want to claim something they're not. So they got to pay the fee. They're getting distorted. They want that street credibility. Right. And I'm 40 years old plus making music in this generation, which I never thought I'd be making majority hip hop music at 40 years old. Because when we grew up, rapping at 30 was like, ugh, like, you know, people forget that Biggie and Tupac were only 25 and 24 years old, respectively. Right. They were young men, much younger than what we are right now. And so to see Jay-Z and Nas, and we'll talk about him a little bit later, and then even older people like KRS-One and still getting that love and still be able to go on tour. I'm so happy for that because Mick Jagger is 103, still strutting on the stage.
In fucking goddamn leather jeans and no drawers on.
No drawers. No one has a problem.
We forgot that Cool G Rap just dropped an album too.
Yeah. Elton John is damn near 80 years old, still selling out. Hip hop is the only genre that just self-sabotages. Why can't someone, if they're lyrically good and has a good selection of beats, their voice hasn't changed. There's no one out there sounding like Dizzy Gillespie or anything. So I love seeing, you know, elder hip hop statements still have relevance. But as far as the snitching, he didn't snitch. And we need to stop that, this whole street code. Like what I don't like, and it's not, I hate to say a particular genre, but like the content of like that drill rap where it's just like, I got this body, I got these sticks, and I don't like that. Like that speaking death into existence and
or they telling it on themselves. They telling on themselves.
And they telling on themselves. It's mostly out of Chicago. And listen, I don't want no beef with Chicago.
Chicago and Florida.
Florida as well. But we gotta stop that. And we gotta stop like I feel as elder statesmen, people our age that still listen to hip hop, but we got kids that are young and still consuming the hip hop. We gotta be the ones to be like, hey, nah, you can't be rapping about shooting Lil J on 33rd Street and putting it into a song and giving yourself up. Is stupid. You know, I feel like they're gonna be extinct in a year because you know hip hop evolved so much. But that is
already lost too many.
Yeah, that is a part of the culture that I'm not a big fan of. Oh, yeah. Is he working on a walkie-talkie? What you working up there, Drew?
No, I'm looking at something else, man. I was writing something down, man. You know, I be doing 2 different things at one time, man.
You know that. Toast. So, yeah. So, I think all 3 of us said not really snitching. I think that was the final word. Okay. All right. Moving on to the next topic. So, picking off, we talked about, you know, older rappers being able to come out. Cool G Rap, you mentioned, just released the album. Mount Westmore with a bunch of 50-year-old rappers.
But it's a great album. To me, it's a great album.
It's a great album. But maybe you review that on the next Pop and Petty and something legendary. And I see that, and I'm like, yo, what if they did that
for the East Coast
and the South? Like do a Mount Southmore with like Scarface, Andre 3000. I don't know.
That's hard, bro. Because like if you pick from different regions, it's gonna be hard. We already know for the West Coast it was gonna be Short 40, Ice Cube, and Snoop. But then you got to think about it. There's still some more like in the West Coast that like ain't even like been talked about. You got people from the Bay who are considered legends. You got people from LA who are considered legends. People from SAC considered legends. So it's like. You can't really do that.
You could do 3 or 4 versions of that, and none of them would be. What if you did a Mount Westmore producer? So you do like Dr. Dre, what's my man with the long hair? DJ Quick.
Yeah.
Do Dr. Dre, DJ Quick. Who else is a dope West Coast producer? Maybe Warren G.
And so they were just out. They were just out here not too long ago, doing a concert, man. And my
he was out here last night.
Not last night, last week.
Yeah, last week. Yeah. Last week, yeah.
You forgetting your days. But my in-laws, my former in-laws, my wife's father-in-law. Well, he's my wife's father. Well, my father-in-law is from LA. Yeah, I get shit mixed up. Y'all know my life is fucked up right now. But he's an LA dude. You know what I'm saying? So I was just with him the other day. He was showing me when he had went to the concert. He got photos with Warren G, and the homie he grew up with is Warren DJ, and they got photos and all that shit. Man, he was showing me like the party was going. Like, you think about this, right? They've been around 30 plus years in hip hop and still pack out shows.
40 years. Ice Cube came out in 1985.
Yeah.
We're talking for Too Short came out like in 84.
81.
Yeah, even longer than that. So we're talking 40 years, and these dudes are still really, if you, and rocks are they
relevant.
Younger than
They all relevant.
But they're younger than Bruce Springsteen. They're younger than, they're younger than any of these white, and I don't want to make it a race thing, but I'm just talking about how our culture doesn't. Yeah. And so to me, I thought that was amazing. I'd love to see a Mount Eastmore. Who would y'all put on your Mount Eastmore?
Oh, wait. Fuck.
Let me go first. Let me go first.
Please.
So my Mount Eastmore, I'm doing KRS, I'm doing Rakim, I'm doing Big Daddy Kane, and I'm doing LL.
Oh, you talk about because
they got to be old. They got to be. They got to be the old version, So you can't say like Jay-Z, Nas, because they're actually 90s.
Mount Eastmore, of course, KRS. I'm gonna put somebody on there that nobody really talks about, but to me, he's dope, and he's always been dope. MC Search.
Base.
Yeah, but he's the one that discovered Nas also.
Yeah, Searchlight Publisher.
MC Search. Rakim, of course, and I would say Kool G Rap. I love Kool G Rap, bro. Kool G Rap is to me, it's just like he's God, man. That's Jay-Z before Jay-Z to me.
Oh yeah, I think Jay-Z himself would say that he's heavily influenced by Kool G Rap. Kool G Rap is like the reason I don't even put him on my list, because he's like, to me, he's almost like the East Coast Andre 3000, where they're just like in a Nexus level where it's like, you don't really need to put them on the list because they're just the muse for everybody that's dope. Like, you don't have a Raekwon without Kool G Rap. You don't have a Nas without Kool G Rap. You don't have a Jay-Z without Kool G Rap.
Ghostface. You
don't have an AZ. You don't have a Ghostface. Like, his tree, it's like George Popovich. So, none of that.
Y'all know who Schoolie D is, right?
Yeah, of course.
So man, I was just listening to some Schoolie D the other day, man. Like, and nobody ever mentions. Yeah, nobody ever mentions Schoolie D, man. Everybody always mentions.
Fucking what's name? Literally studied after him.
Yeah,
Ice Cube studied his cadence and his delivery.
I listened to a lot of old school Ice-T, you know what I'm saying? So he always talked about Schoolie D. So one day I was listening to this interview and I heard him say something, I was like, let me go check Schoolie D out. Schoolie D had some shit. Old school Dana Dane.
Yes. Yeah.
See, I can't really have a top 5 because it's so many people.
It's only 4, man.
You got MC Shan too. I mean, you got people like MC Shan.
Yeah, MC Shan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the older generation, like
Slick
KRS.
Rick.
Yeah, Slick Rick. But see, I love KRS. I love KRS.
I love KRS too.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, would KRS be spitting even when he's spitting now? Like, he's spitting straight facts on stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's a legend. No, I can't even say a legend. KRS is an icon to me, bro.
Probably bigger than that, bro. But you can go bigger than an icon because he is literally like the Godfather.
Yeah, he's a real legendary person. You know what I'm saying? Like musically, but just
you still don't want to battle.
Hell no.
You still don't want that smoke. You really don't.
Him or old boys that made what is that shit? What is it? That one song, "Rockin' to the Beat." What's that shit?
Soul Sonic Force.
Not Soul Sonic Force. Africa Bambaataa, the old boy
that was accused of doing some things. Yeah.
They icons in hip hop though. Africa Bambaataa has been around. So
yeah, and they're more than hip hop. They're like a whole organization. So
yeah.
Shout out to Bambaataa. Yeah, I mean, I go real old school with my hip hop. I remember like Special Ed was, he was spitting, man.
G. Ali, before he went to jail for murder.
Yeah.
There's a time. And once again, I mentioned them, but under Slick, you don't get a Snoop Dogg without Slick Rick.
Not at all. Not at all. Shit, Biz Markie.
Oh,
Heavy D. Heavy D was like the first pop star rapper. Like,
rapper, actor, you know what I'm saying?
Like, he looked a little bit like my brother, man, and they died like on the same day.
In the house.
They died on the same day?
Man. I got
Heavy D and my brother died on the same day.
Yeah, that's tough.
And they look like each other.
Love Heavy D.
Shout out to Mount Vernon. Heavy D was dope. He was dope actor, dope. And he probably made low-key my favorite, as much as I love Jackson 5, as much as I love NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, I love them boy bands, I don't care. But nobody had a doper first boy band single than Candy Rain.
Right.
Yep. Well, listen, he had soul for real. But Heavy D got this song back in the day, I'd say maybe 88, 87, maybe a little earlier later. But I'll be sure.
Oh,
with somebody that shit. But I'll be sure, nigga, that shit would slap. I played
the song they played on Different World.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on Different World back in the day. Yeah, that song was hard.
You can't say nothing about
He was on songs with Michael Jackson, bro.
Yep. Yeah, and Janet.
Man, Michael Jackson and Janet. Yeah.
That hot song with Janet, that shit was hard. All right,
man. Even Waterbed Have was dope. Like
every album he had, bro, is hard, bro. If
Biggie said he had him on his wall, think about it. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D on the limousine. So shout out
to
youngsters today, man. Really, please do your history on hip hop.
Dropping gems like an
emerald. The thing about it is all these rappers they had their own personality, their own style, their own pizzazz, their own delivery, their own style. Everybody was original with their own shit. Nowadays, everything's diluted at the same shit.
Yeah,
and they usually have their own little clique. You know what I mean? So like Heavy D, I think he was with Uptown.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was like with Jodeci and Mary J and Biggie.
That's that family tree. That's that family tree.
Then you had like your Large Professor family tree that had like Nas and AZ and Cool
Cormega and all them. Nori, all them.
Nori, Capone. You had like that family tree. Then you had like your Rockefeller family tree. And your Rough Riders, and of course the Bad Boy family.
You had Dilated Peoples, and you had Digging in the Crates too, because Fat Joe is digging in the crates, and then Busta Rhymes was Dilated Peoples.
Yeah, and then you had the Jungle Family, which was like
Tribe Called Quest,
Lonely Love, Tribe Called Quest, Flavors of Black Sheep. So you had these cliques that worked together, and they had a similar sound, and it was just them, like it was their clique. And I mean, that's like you don't see that now in hip hop. It's like
no. And the crazy thing about it, that was all New York.
That was just New York.
Yeah, that was just New York.
New York has fallen off. That's a whole nother episode.
Yeah,
New York
because nobody in hip hop is unified. Like I mean, sure enough, like that's why Atlanta's so on top right now. Because look at they doing songs with everybody. Atlanta's doing music with everybody. It don't matter. Texas is doing music with everybody.
But New York forgot who they are. Like what's popular in New York now is that drill rap. That's a Chicago thing.
No, it's not even a Chicago thing.
The UK thing,
it came
right?
from first. It came from London.
Yeah, that's what I said, the UK thing. So like New York don't even do New York anymore. You know, New York, London. Everybody sounds like the UK. But for the mountain of something,
remember that song I sent you? Remember the song I just sent you?
Yeah.
That song is from London, and it's like the #1 song over there right now.
You know what? Why everybody's saying that? Shout out to Joey Badass for keeping it for fucking real New York rapper. I love Joey Badass.
He's one of the last ones left. He's one of the last ones left.
And Dave East. And you want to know something else? Who I'll give out some bars that don't nobody give credit to. This nigga old school Jim Jones. Jim Jones been giving bars.
Now, like
you've been giving bars since fucking his first album.
I honestly liked him since Vamp Life, that first Vamp Life. I didn't like his first album.
Man, going to church, man, that was the shit. That was my favorite album from Jimmy.
I'm going to be honest. I've never been a big Dipset fan. I've missed that wave. You know, even though the hat kind of looks very Jules.
Not even Cam.
Right, not even Cam, man. I was more of a Harlem World. I liked Mace better than Cam.
Short man. No, when it like at that time when we was in Cali, it was Joel Santana had just dropped with Jeezy, and it was on. Like
I remember at one point, Jules Santana was right up there with Lil Wayne. Like they were talking about doing a joint album together.
They did. I can't feel my face.
No, they didn't.
It's a mixtape. There's a mixtape.
No,
I can't feel my face.
Everything got leaked. That was a whole leaked thing. I was just listening to an interview he did on Vlad. Everything was leaked.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but
I got all that shit. Everything they leaked.
They still got music that ain't nobody heard that they can put the album together.
Right.
Yeah. And we didn't even we got so off track. We were supposed to be talking about the Nas album, and we didn't had an old segment. So
I haven't heard the Nas album yet. I've heard like a couple of songs, 2 or 3, but I haven't heard Nas's album yet.
Even
I can rate off now. If you talk about the last 4, we can do that.
Yeah. So what we really want to talk about is the resurgence of Nas. For those who don't know, Nasir Jones came out in 94? Well, Illmatic.
No, 92, 93.
Nah, I think that was 94.
When Illmatic came out, I'm looking it up.
Look it up for us. I'm gonna say 94.
I'm looking it up. Give me just 1 second.
Because I remember 94 was
I could have sworn we was in 7th or 8th grade, Sean. I could have sworn we was like 8th grade when that came out.
I might be wrong.
Because I remember we was everybody had a Protect Your Neck shirt at Davis back in the day in 8th grade.
It came out in 1994.
Okay, yeah.
April 19th, 1994.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay.
I got a photographic memory.
We were still in 8th grade. We were still in 8th grade.
Yeah, because in April, but then the next year, 94, we went to high school.
Yeah.
I mean, not the next year, but that summer.
September.
I was in elementary school still.
Because I remember 94, Wu-Tang came out, Nas came out, and I remember being on that bus in 9th grade with my discman, and just especially John. John had more music than probably anyone I knew.
Repeat what you just said. A discman.
Yeah. Which skipped though, and it skipped, so you got to hold it like this.
I remember I went to, check this out. This is about to blow y'all mind. I went to Circuit City.
Right.
and got the Sony Discman with the anti-skip, dog. $120. I worked a whole summer. Went to that Discman. You couldn't tell me nothing. I had that junk on my lap. I'm hitting that shit.
The thing about it, nobody will ever know about them stores, bro, that we actually knew back in VA, bro. Service fucking merchandise.
With the escalator when on the inside, and they had hot dogs on Tuesday.
Or what was that one store that lasted a minute? It was right across the street from Funko Land. It was a toy store, but it was right across the street from Funko
Children's Palace?
Yes. Nobody, they would never ever, kids, no.
The crazy part about it is y'all can say that place. I probably was on punishment that whole year, so I don't. But
you were the Children's Palace nigga when we bought the Genesis. When mom and dad bought the Genesis there.
I don't think I was. I think I was in the house.
You just heard our stories when we came back, like from the Benjaland. He was like a slave on punishment. Tell me what happened in the freedom lands.
Hey, I missed a lot of shit in the 90s, man. I was in the crib a lot of days, man.
That's why all punishment makes sense. But we're gonna rank them real quick. So the 4 albums that he did with Hit Boy, starting with Magic and then the King's Disease trilogy, all within the last 2 years. Masterful work.
That's a feat in itself right there, though. That's a feat in itself. Who else has brought 4 albums in 2 years?
But of that quality, there's a couple of rappers I can name that have dropped like a bunch of albums, a bunch of work. But to that quality and consistency, it's not many. And I've said this before on Twitter, which you can follow me at Sean930 on Twitter. I've said it on Twitter. The best hip hop rapper producer combo of the last 2 years has been Hit Boy and Nas and Tope and La Russell.
True.
Tope and La Russell put 5 albums out in 18 months. 5 albums out in 18 months, and all 5 of them are fire.
Not to mention that one song is a viral sensation. That Go Get That Bag.
Get that bag. You hear it all the time. You start seeing it on Twitter. People using it as their screensaver. All the rappers are talking about it. And he's just at the start of his rise. And I got to him way before that. Like a year before he blew up, I was like, yo, this guy's going to be dope. And I was right. But what were we talking about? This damn marijuana.
The top 5,
top 4
albums from Nas, the ranking.
So for me, my number 4 is Magic. Even though it opened it up and it's super dope and it's a classic on its own and it has a different feeling from the King Disease, but the King's Disease series and stories that he's telling, to me, fit more than what Magic. So Magic's my number 4. Still masterpiece. It's still classic, but of the 3 King Disease in that one, my number 4 is Magic. Petty.
Okay. My number 4 is KD3. Like for me, the first 2 King's Disease were phenomenal. Magic to me is one is classic. I love Magic. So KD3, I'm still listening to it and I'm still like going through it. So right now it's my number 4.
Okay. All right. Are you disqualifying yourself because you said you ain't listened to all of them?
I have to disqualify myself because I can't give a fair assessment if I haven't listened to all of them, and I wouldn't even want to disrespect that like that. Like I've heard some songs here and there from like all 4 albums, but what I do feel like Nas is only production wise. Nas has had horrible production picks for years. Besides DJ Premier and everything I've heard him with Hit Boy has been great. So I would only say he's only capable to making good music with 2 people, DJ Premier and Hit Boy. But that's just my opinion.
And Dre. That's it.
Yeah, but they did. Anybody can do shit with Dre. But I'm talking about just like that. Fool has a good mix, a chemistry together.
Oh yeah.
DJ Premier brings the best out of you, but Hit Boy is even younger than Nas. But his direction of music, he's bringing something out of Nas that didn't nobody think. No, everybody knew Nas had bars, point blank, period. But you can have great bars with a horrible sound selection, and everybody's like, damn, this beat sucks, but his bars are great. But if you put them both together, you put them both together and then blend it together, you got it. It's a section. And that's what I feel like Hit Boy has done for Nas.
Yeah, he reminds me right now of the relationship that Quincy Jones and Michael had early on, where it's like, yo, y'all Scotty and Pippen, y'all Batman and Robin, whatever dynamic duo you want to name, y'all just going back and forth, y'all Venus and Serena, and it seems like, I don't know, it just seems like Hit Boy. I wish he would have discovered Nas 15 years ago. You know what I mean?
Man,
I feel like, damn, we've really lost so much because he's at a level. Now I don't know how old Hit Boy is. He might have only been 8 years old, but
no, Hit Boy got albums, brother. That's the thing about it. Hit Boy got like as far as albums by himself, Hit Boy got at least 6 albums by himself, and then he got some with Dom Kennedy too. So he's got albums. Hit Boy been around for a minute. Like I got Hit Boy's first album that came out like 2013, 2014. So he's been around for a minute.
Yeah, I remember Drake's famous line, I should sign a Hit Boy because I got all the Hit Boys.
Yep. So, I mean, he been around for a minute.
All right. So my number 3 is KD3. I think partly is because it is still fairly new and I haven't been able to digest it as much. I've listened to every song, but it's not like KD 1 and 2, where it's like, I can tell you from the first chord which song that is. So for me, it's KD3. But I feel, give me 2 or 3 months, that might change.
Man, okay, so my 3. Oh, wait. Damn, I'm like having crossroads with this one. I'm going to have to go with KD1 is my number 3. Yeah, it was great. Oh, don't get me wrong. My favorite track on there, I got a couple, but one of my favorites I listen to like on a weekly basis would probably be the Firm one with everybody. I love hearing Cormega, Foxy, and AZ and Nas together. That
still sound good.
That Firm album was hard back in the day.
Yeah, I think that was a lost opportunity with the Firm. Like supergroups never work out, but I can't name a supergroup that's worked out besides New Edition, and that's probably because they became solo acts afterwards.
Right.
But
okay. Side note. I'm sorry. Now they got a legacy tour coming.
Yo, I seen it. It's coming to Norfolk, man.
Yeah, but they're. I think I'm getting ready to go to the one in Vegas in April. So just a side note. I love New Edition. I just had to put that out there.
But it's not only New Edition. It's Guy. It's Keith Sweat.
Yeah, I've seen Keith Sweat. I've seen Keith Sweat in concert.
The legacy tour. So it's New Edition, and then of course they have their solo segment. So Bobby will have his, BPD will have theirs. Then they got Keith Sweat, and they got another group that I can't remember right now.
Not Shy or something like that.
It might be Shy
or Drew Hill.
It might be Drew Hill because I know they real cool with Keith Sweat.
Yeah, everybody cool with Keith Sweat. Everybody cool with Brian Keith. Shoot,
Brian motherfucking Keith.
I think he was up here with Morris Day a couple times.
Okay, I found the poster. Y'all about to see me look real old. I'm trying to find my glasses up here.
Uh-oh.
I ain't got that far yet.
Me.
You niggas getting there though. You niggas is in your 40s. I ain't there yet.
Keep living, my boy. Keep living.
Man, you got a couple more months.
Shit, I'm gonna say I got a couple more years because I only got a little bit of white down here, and all this shit is still dark.
And we need your vote, friends of the Den, down to the Den, the After Dark Maniacs,
Pettyites,
the Pettyites, the shit talkers, all of our fan bases. Let me know. Should I dye the beard black? Should I come to Vegas looking 20 years or younger? Should I cut it down? I'm growing the hair out.
I'm not cutting my shit, bro, but I'm going to get a good lineup.
I tell you like this, man. Tell my boy to keep it growing. Don't dye it. Let the hair grow out. You know what I'm saying? But don't cut the beard. Don't dye it. Get a fresh cut little line up to get them crispy. But come out, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have a good motherfucking time out there. Man,
don't cut it in length from now to September?
I'd say trim it down.
Bro, you know how fast my beard
I'm not
grows?
cutting mine at all. I'm not. I might line it right here, like up top, but I'm not cutting this. No, I never cut it.
I just trimmed this shit down last night.
Looking like freeway stunt doubles or something like that.
I'm gonna let my shit grow out for the rest of the year.
I'm not cutting mine.
And then I'm gonna trim it back. It's gonna be hot as fuck by the time
I'm growing my hair out, so I might be real light skinned. I might have a goatee by that time. I might have the Chris Brown pooch. Who knows? I might have a man bun by September.
Hey,
so.
it's gonna be hot.
Your hair do grow fast too.
You ain't gonna want to have no big beard while we in a hot ass 100-degree weather. I done did that shit.
I am. I'm not cutting my shit. Like that.
I think I'm gonna cut mine down because right now I'm looking like Paul Giamatti. I don't know. I'm
gonna have my shit even thinner than what this is. I'm gonna bring that shit really low. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little thinner and everything.
But I'm gonna let my shit go higher. I'm gonna let my shit go higher.
Yeah.
My weight gonna be down and everything like that. Like I'm back in this motherfucking gym. Like soon enough, when we be on this, ain't gonna be no alcohol. It's just gonna be straight water.
Already got my Essentia.
Yep,
cigarettes. I didn't went 3 weeks without cigarettes, so I'm great.
But nigga, you just smoked a Black and Mild, nigga. So that was
Black and Mild, yeah. But that's cigarettes, no, I'm not doing cigarettes.
And then you have a vape the other day. That's like worse.
Yeah. That was the room I hit that a couple times. I gave it back to him.
He just had a whole pack of cigarettes. That nigga had a whole pack of Cools smoking the fucking Black and Mild.
When did I have Cools? I've never smoked no Cools. Not just long ass time.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying if you smoke one Black and Mild, it is equivalent to a whole pack of cigarettes.
I know.
That's what I just said. I just called it a pack of Cools, nigga. That's what I just said.
John got offended. He was like, I only smoke Newports, damn it. Don't you ever say that I do a cool filtered king. Never about life. Yo, man.
But the crazy part is, I smoke Cools is better than Newports when I smoke cigarettes.
My mom smoked Cools and my dad smoked Newports. I remember getting in trouble in elementary school.
Man, what was mom smoking? Like Vincent Hedges for a minute?
Nope, Salem Ultralights. Hey.
Oh yeah, the Salem.
Shout out to Father Marshall because I was the only motherfucking 15-year-old that he gave a cigarette to ever in life. So,
my dad never
gave
girl shits.
That nigga knew I was a bad little motherfucker, and that nigga gave my nigga. I swear to God, that's my nigga.
I don't think Rambo ever barked at this nigga either.
No, it was only the time.
That's the thing about I don't think Rambo ever barked at him.
Bro, Rambo liked what you like.
I had credentials, man. Like everybody, parents knew I was good, but bad as fuck. Like
Mr. Jamont knew you was bad as hell.
Hell
Mr.
yeah.
Mr. Jamont thought he was a saint, and Mr. Scott thought he was a saint. But nigga, nah.
Hey, when I failed school the first time, I had everybody talking up for me, and they didn't even know I wasn't doing shit in school. I would just go to class for nothing. But like everybody, like he's doing his work. You guys are just picking on him. Nigga, I had like 18 parents like defending me. Well, I was bad as fuck. I deserved to fail like in grades. Shit.
I knew he was bad, but I always knew like he was a survivor and he was gonna be all right. So it wasn't like that. Big bro, let me correct you and stuff like that. I'm like, if you're gonna do it without me around, so you got protected. You know, if something goes down.
I was groomed pretty good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas would tell me like, hey, you doing dumb shit right now, but you gonna be all right, nigga. And I didn't even think about 25 years, 30 years later. I was in the moment because I was fucked up at that kid. I'm like, damn, everybody else going to the grade higher than me. I'm getting niggas is saying shit about me like I'm stupid. I got teachers talking about me. I'm fighting all the time. I'm arguing with niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting niggas in the head with plastic bats. But half of them niggas right now, and I'm going to say it.
The nigga can drive better than anybody at 13.
Yeah, nigga at 13, nigga. Hey, the crazy part is, nigga, I just celebrated having my driver's license for 1 year. I never had a driver's license until last year. I just celebrated 1 year of driving legally. No tickets, no none of that shit.
I wish I could say I didn't have no tickets.
But all of them motherfuckers,
sports cars.
Yeah, all you motherfuckers that used to talk about me like, oh, he ain't gonna be shit. A lot of you niggas is working at TGI Fridays right now. You know what I'm saying? Not shout out you because you got a job. Yeah, you got a job. You giving out chicken tenders and fries and coleslaw all night. I get it. I'm not knocking your hustle. But you motherfuckers must have remembered because I have a photographic memory. I remember how you niggas used to talk about me at them lockers when I walked past when y'all was downstairs 8th grade and I had to go back up to the 7th grade. It's cool. It's love. But yeah, you niggas is working at TGI Fridays right now still, and you niggas is almost 40. You got a job, you taking care of your babies and all that shit. But I ain't gonna lie, fuck it, I'm gonna be a dickhead. I'm better than you. Let me just be real. I'm better than you. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm gonna call it what the fuck it is. I'm better than you. Right
and
now.
this is what happens when you sip dark alcohol throughout the night. The aggression grows through.
Oh my God. Drink Moscato and you be mellow as fuck.
No. You want to know something? I'm gonna tell you, niggas. I hold fucking grudges low key. Like I love everybody, but I low key hold grudges. You know what I'm saying? Like the motherfuckers used to call me ugly when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't go to this barber shop. My daddy used to cut my hair bald and all that shit. Motherfucking bros used to call me ugly and shit. But now, motherfuckers used to be when I had social media, motherfuckers be in my DM like, oh, you're so handsome and all this shit. Bitch, we was in motherfucking 5th grade together. I used to sit next to you and tell you I like you, and you tell me I was ugly. I had big lips. You know what I'm saying? I had a funny shaped head. But now you up in my DM, motherfucking 20 years later, trying to get some dick? Fuck out of here. I'm just. Let me sip my drink. Shut the fuck up.
This has been Shortman's therapy session, brought to you by the good folks at the Mental Health Institution.
Man, like I said, I go to therapy once a week. I be on my shit.
Hey, this is no shouts at therapy. I also am a proponent of therapy. It helped me through some troubling times. So please, mental health awareness. We talked last episode, a couple episodes ago. We talked about our hero, the Green Ranger, who always wanted all the smoke. So yeah, mental health. If you need to talk to someone, make sure you talk to someone. All right, so wrapping up, 211 for me is King's Disease 2 at number 2. And I mean, King's Disease 1 at number 2 and King's Disease 2 as my number 1. Just because I felt 2 was a little bit tighter. They kind of realized exactly what they were doing. So that's why I got my order. And Petty, wrap it up.
Magic is number 2. And what I have, King's Disease 2 is my favorite.
So we agreed as far as the favorite. All right, so that's fair. That's fair. So salute to Nas, man. We're proud of you. Keep your foot on the throats of anybody saying that you can't be damn near 50 and making quality music. And shout out for reaching out to people like 21 Savage, and instead of making that situation go left, you made some money off of it, and that's what we should be doing.
There you go. See, there's another part of the problem with the hip hop community. I listened to everything 21 Savage said. He wasn't saying anything disrespectful. He worded it kind of wrong, but he's still kind of young. You know what I'm saying? Like his wording was just a little bit different. But if you really sit and pay attention, he was trying to say, "I respect this man." You know what I'm saying? Like he worked.
And I think that's why Nas didn't take it as an offense. And what he was saying is actually true. You're not going to a club to hear Nas. You're not really hearing Nas on the radio.
Right.
But he's higher than that. He doesn't need radio. Nas can tour any time of the year and sell
just on word of mouth
50 cities and make millions of dollars of revenue. Yeah. He's invested well. He's at a different level where relevance isn't a thing. He's an icon. That's what 21 Savage was trying to say. But obviously the media is going to take sound bites and take certain sections and only play it. So I think before everyone got on that man's back, they probably should have researched and listened to what he actually said. And then if you want to jump off the mountain on that one, do so, but at least do your research. So the final topic of the night, we talked about YSL and what's going on with Gunna and Stitch, and we've talked about Nas. The final topic of the night is it's getting spicy. It's getting spicy. Meg, the big booty stallion. I still be a pet girl. And Tory, the guy
Mr. Lanes.
Mr. I need to get my hair plugs fixed. Man, the dirt's come out, man. Let me first ask, have y'all been following the case and what's going on?
Yes, kind of, sort of. Yeah, I've kind of listened to a lot of it and read a lot of it. For me, and not saying that she's not a victim. I don't personally know, but the story seems a little bit shaky, as you want to say. Now, Tory admitted he was throwing dick on both of them broads. Meg wanted to first say that she was not having sex with him, but she got caught up and said, and then it was, put out that she was having an intimate relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? So, with that, even saying that,
which we all believed, I don't think any of us. We saw them on their chemistry or video.
She was on the nigga live, like thong and twerking that ass and all of that shit. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I believe that, and I don't know what happened. All I can say is I pray for everybody in this situation, but her story seems a little shaky, and I don't believe like everything is going to fully come out. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, he was sleeping with her. He was sleeping with other girl. Oh, baby girl was married at the time too, because her husband came to support her.
Damn.
The security dude ain't saying nothing.
Couldn't have been me.
So it's a lot of shakiness to this story. It's a lot of shakiness. That's all I can say.
It's a lot of fuckery. It's a lot of fuckery.
It's a lot of pussy that was given out that, Tory Lanez probably, I could say where what I read about, what I see, maybe he was wrong for fucking two friends and they not knowing, but I'm outside of the situation. Maybe they did know. You know what I'm saying?
If they did, that was some player shit. I'm sorry.
It's so much. It's so many scenarios to this subject that we'll never know. All we can just hope for, or we're gonna look forward to, is what's the outcome of the situation. Because this man's life on the line. He can go sit it down in somebody's penitentiary, or he can get off. He can do some probation, all that shit. Now, this woman got either way. She was harmed because she had bullet fragments in her feet. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many different situations for this shit. You know what I mean? So but we'll never get the truth all the way. We're gonna get what people a judgment. That's what we are.
Yeah, whoever has a better attorney has a better job of proving their case. So first of all, before we even dig any further, Down in the Den After Dark does not support domestic violence of any kind, man on woman, woman on man, woman on woman, man on man. Our general stance here has and always will be: keep your goddamn hands to yourself. Mm-hmm. Regardless of your sex, regardless of whatever you identify as, keep your goddamn hands to yourself and everything will be all right. So get that off the table. This wasn't a situation where he beat her, put his hands on her. For one thing, her big ass would probably knock him the fuck out. He's like shorter than short man. So I'm
5'5".
That's what I say. He's like 5'2", so he's shorter than you,
man.
But let me give Tory Lanez some love. You knocked some baddies, Bray. Some baddies.
Yeah. No.
The stallion is tall and thick. So when
got a lot of
he was trying to chop that tree down.
You was climbing mountain, boy. So let me give you your righteousness now.
Let's all put the Nation of Domination hand up for Tory Lanez for climbing that mountain.
My guy.
Nation of Domination. All right. Yeah, because let me tell you, I'm 5'9", 5'10", and I don't think I want to take Meg one-on-one. I might need a tag team partner. One of y'all gonna have to help me out with that. She's got some heft and knees, and that's a lot of Amazon warrior princess, and I don't, wise man knows his limitations. So salute yourself, Tory. But from what I've watched the case, and at first I'm like, the police don't hesitate to take a black man to jail. It can be a lot of evidence saying he did it. And with gunshots, if anyone has ever shot a gun, it leaves DNA on the gun. It leaves gunpowder. He didn't have any of the...
What state was he in?
Residue on his fingertips or nothing.
What state?
It happened in L.A., right? In California.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they were coming from Kylie Jenner's party.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I have seen lots. One Meg is younger than Tori. And with any young person, male or female, you tend to be a little less mature. And when alcohol is involved and hormones are involved, that's a bad combination.
That's
so I've seen her driving a boat in many situations, and when she gets drunk, you can just go on Google. There's footage of her wilding out. That's something that young people do. They get on Instagram Live or whatever, and they wild out and they drink and they put it on in front of the show. It's just
doing it for the gram.
They're doing it for the gram. That's something that this younger generation is inflicted with. Everything has to be documented, good or bad.
Yeah,
so I think that's one problem there. But from the evidence, and this is strictly from the evidence from Fallen, there was no Tory Lane's DNA on the gun. The experts on her side.
There's no GSR. There's no GSR on his hands.
Right, gun smoke residue or
gunshot residue.
Gunshot residue. So I'm so drunk. Did I say gun smoke?
Yeah.
On his hands. Both experts on the prosecution side and the defense side said if he shot a gun 5 times, which there was 5 shots, there would be residue in his hand. That alone says he didn't do this. Plus, Kelsey took the 5th because she didn't want to incriminate herself. Her homegirl shot her. It's clear that her homegirl shot her, and she was like, you know what? This man broke my heart. He smashed both of us, and he was about to get Kylie. Good for you, Tori. And she was like, I'm going to let this man take the blame for it and end his career. And that's just what the evidence, that's not my personal opinion. That's just what the evidence is leaning toward. Now, obviously, we don't know what the jury is going to find. I'm not on the jury, but from the evidence, it doesn't look like he shot her. And I'm like, if that's the case, if she really set that man up, and he could have been charged with attempted murder. He wasn't, but he could have been.
What if the security guard shot?
Well, he's disappeared. Did y'all see that?
That nigga didn't.
He's gone.
He was supposed to testify. Now, did Tory pay him to leave, or did somebody
paid him to leave?
That nigga in Venezuela. That nigga didn't disappear.
He's celebrating Argentina's world tour.
That nigga like Tupac. I'm in Jamaica sipping daiquiris and shit.
Which happened exactly a week ago because it's Christmas. Bing, Merry Christmas. But
but I look at it like it's so much to it. I think, and I don't know, I heard Joe Budden talking about it, that Megan has been very, very disrespectful to a lot of people. And then the label that she was dealing with, I forgot the name of it. But that dude was, Carl's
the baseball player.
Yeah, he
was married to Evelyn Lozada.
Who hasn't been married to Evelyn Lozada?
I don't know who that is.
Basketball Wives.
I've never seen an episode.
Okay.
She fine though. She fine. I give it to her. She's fine. Like she got pretty feet in the whole 9. I suck her toes, but man, that's neither here nor there. Don't be judgmental, guys. But
I'm not gonna yuck your yums, man.
It is what it is. But from my understanding, and I can't really say this allegedly, that Megan has been very, very disrespectful in people in the industry, and that Carl had, he's suing her because she was doing stuff. So, honestly, you just got to sit back and let everything unfold how it is.
Yeah, and hopefully justice prevail. Whatever really happened. I'm a big firm believer in karma. The bearded weirdo is a hippie, so I think ultimately justice will prevail in this situation. But it's a bad situation for both talented artists. Y'all gotta be careful with that alcohol and emotions, man. I saw something and they said a wise person never makes a decision off of temporary feelings. You will not feel that way in the morning, but the repercussions will still be there. So if it's a big decision, whatever it may be, please, we advise you to take some time, sit down, think about it overnight. You still feel that way in the morning, do what you got to do. But I guarantee you won't. But that's it. That's really it, man. That's all we have for today's holiday episode. I hope y'all with family and loved ones, and we're gonna go around the room and give our holiday wishes to all you guys, and then we're gonna wrap this mother sucker up. We'll start with Petty One, who's rolling another big cancerous tobacco leaf. So go right ahead.
This is him.
Oh,
yeah, but I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. You can find me on Snapchat. I see myself 80, same as IG. You can find me on the King Petty channel on YouTube. Pop with Petty. We'll be back soon. Probably in the next week or so. I'm gonna drop an episode next week. So get ready for that. And yeah, that's about it.
You guys already know I shouldn't have to tell you more than once. I have none of that social media shit. Something's coming soon. But if you want to fuck with me, get a hold of Big Bro Mars. By next episode, I should have an email to where if you want to contact me. But like social media, man, like I live a fucking simple ass life. So I don't be on here posting and all of that shit. And like I'm a real nigga. I stay to my fucking self. So I'll have an email to where you want to post, or even if you just want to send me some love or something like that, I'll respond back to you. You know what I'm saying? We'll shit talk together. You know what I mean? Even if you want to, you can DM me and shit. We'll even fucking Zoom chat. I'm cool with that. Like if you want to get me on your platform and we just talk or whatever like that, I'm with the shit too. So coming soon.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it. And like I said, you get through the Mars Entertainment page or DITD Studios for booking information for the short man. Let me know. I'll get it to him. The man's an excellent co-host. He's got an interest in life. Yeah, he does a lot of good out in his community. So if you're looking for a guest, holler at me and I'll make sure I get it to it. And of course, your boy Mars, thank you guys for all the support. The YouTube numbers came in along with the Spotify numbers. So much growth, man. And so I appreciate y'all. I do a lot of shows. I produce a lot of shows. I write. I do voice acting. I dabble in a lot of stuff. I do music. I make beats. You can find me on SoundCloud under Mars. But the thing I love to do, my favorite show, my favorite thing is Down in the Den After Dark. It's not my biggest show, but it's my favorite show because I get to talk with my brothers, my real life brothers. So you guys being able to watch what we do, this is just a small fraction.
We get together from some bullshit.
It's crazy, guys. Who knows? That'll probably be the last episode of everything when we're all together like Voltron. It's gonna be the series finale of everything because we probably end up in jail. But
I swear, if I come out there with a 10-speed, bro, somebody slap me.
Look, I'm damn near me and Al are damn near the babies. We are the babies of the bunch. But I'm the most fucking wildest and rambunctious. You gotta think, these niggas met me when I was in fucking elementary. Well, King Petty been knowing me since I came out of vagina. You know what I'm saying? But
same mama, same daddy.
Yeah, same mama, same daddy. But I'm really I've calmed down over the years. But you think about it, these niggas didn't know me since I was a youngin'. I was fucking rambunctious. Like, and they could only control me and all of that shit. Like, when we get together, you have no fucking idea where this shit can go. So, we'll be looking. Vegas is popping.
Vegas is a playground.
Even after Vegas, that shit might be Miami, South Beach. That shit gonna get popping.
My goal is to make it an annual series. The Den Boys Vacation. After the AD. Yo, this bitch keep listening. But
wait till I get this fucking Akon hair. You know what I'm saying? Wait till I get this shit back. Nigga, this shit is gone.
He will not be on the show if he comes with that rug sitting over his eyebrows, looking like shake and bake poured on his head. Please don't do that. Bald head works.
But wait till this shit get popping.
It's been a great year. I want you guys to do me a couple of favors. So if you're tuning in, I want you to smash that like button. I want to make this show just as popular as all as Down in the Den and more. So I need y'all to smash that like button. I need y'all to share. I need y'all to let me know what y'all want from the show because, like I said, this is a brand that I feel all of our powers combined can overtake the world. So what do y'all want to see? Do y'all want to see on the street interviews with, maybe Short Man interviews someone and watched it? Maybe Mars goes and interviews someone. We can put that on the show with topics. This is a show for the people, by the people, and it's good. It seems like guy talks, but we give lots of love to the ladies too. So, ladies, I want y'all to tune in. Tell us what y'all want from us. Fellas, tune in. Tell us what you want from us. We want to get some new merch designs. So, if there's some designers out there, we want shirts for all the individual. So, tell us what you want to see, man. That's what we're here. We want to make sure we bring y'all that quality entertainment. So from the After Dark crew, for the brothers that didn't make it, Big Al, Merry Christmas, Big Will, Merry Christmas, Short Man, Merry Christmas, Petty One, Merry Christmas to everybody out there tuning at home, and for all the After Dark crew as we end every episode.
Oh, and Mars, let them know I will be on just Down in the Den coming up real soon, and I will be on Politics as usual coming up at the first of the year. Everybody don't think I talk a lot of shit, but politicking and just getting into government shit, that's kind of my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm getting ready to be on a lot of shit. So it's coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's going to be interesting to. The rebranding of Politics as usual with the Short Man. I'm really excited about that. So yeah, man, that's another one of my favorite shows. So tell us what y'all want to see. We're here for the people. We're all the people's champ. So if you smell that, what you're cooking, tell me if you want to dye the beard, man. I'm self-conscious, so tell me what y'all want to see.
Tell a nigga no. Look. Airbnb. That's all I'm gonna say. We probably gonna be in a hotel. We're gonna be on the strip, maybe 2 days. But Airbnb, Vegas, pool, jacuzzi, it's coming.
And a bunch of niggas born in September.
That's it. And guess what? I was born on the 1st, so it's going down. You know what I'm saying?
September 1st for him, Big Al, September 11th. Myself, September 30th. So Libra gang in the house. All the Virgo gangs, all of Virgos and Libras run the world. All right, but cheers to y'all. Happy Christmas. No, that ain't right. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Ho, hoes. And many more hoes.
We like to call them prosperous young ladies.
Women of leisure.
Good luck.
Hey, what John was for? A little hoe cake ain't never hurt nobody. Hey.
As long as they get that cream filling, baby. Yeah. All right.